Hello and welcome to Musings by Amit Patel. Today I'm going to talk about salary increase or salary raise within the same company. I've been getting a lot of questions about Amit whether it is possible to get a raise within the same company I am there. Lot of times engineers have this problem that their colleagues are earning more than what they are earning at the same level, or sometimes they have a feeling that they are better engineers than their colleagues and still they are getting lesser salary. Now this feeling can come to anyone. Even I had such a feeling at some point of time. But then I found out the two important factors that are responsible for increase in your salary. If you understand these two factors and if you work on these two factors, then what is going to happen is over a period of time you will see that your salary starts increasing exponentially. Now, on an average, if you are a engineer or if you are in any job, you will get salary increase between 5% to 10%. That is an average salary increase, and that is as per the industry grows, as the inflation increases, every company will give at least some standard salary raise. But there are people within the same organization who get a much higher salary increase, much about 30% and sometimes up to 100% increase in their salary. Now, who are these people and how do they manage this? If you want to understand that, then watch this entire video where I will explain you these two important factors which are within your own control. You can improve these two factors and your salary will start increasing. It does not matter whether you are working for a small organization or whether you are working for a big multinational corporation. Now, before I can explain you these two factors, you need to understand how does this appraisal systems work in almost every company. Appraisal system works on something called as differential vitality curve. What is this differential vitality curve? This differential vitality curve is a curve where every company finds out the A, B, and C players in their organization. The A players are those who are high in energy. They are the best performers within the company. They are someone, when they come into the room, they can energize the entire room. They are somebody who can execute on any project given to them. These are the A players of the company. Then there are the B players. Now, B players are very important part of the organization, but they are also someone where there is a lot of scope of improvement. And then there are the C players, and these are the employees that the company is ready to let go at any given point of time. So in every company, they decide this A players, the B players, and C players. A players cover the top 20% of the employees within the company who are the best employees of the company. The B players, the rest of the 70% of the company is with B players, and the C players, the bottom 10 or 5% of the company are the C players within the company. Now, this is across all industries, this is across all companies. This particular differentiation has been used uh, within the corporate uh, setting throughout every industry. Okay, so 20% are the A players, okay, 70% are the B players, and 10% are the C players. You don't want to be in the bottom 10% within any company. Okay, it is okay to be in the middle 70%, the B players of the company, because they are very important and there is a scope of improvement. If you are a B player, there is a possibility that you can work on the two factors that I am going to talk about and become an A player. And the A players are the most important um, employees of the company, and the company will try to do everything to retain this top 20% of employees. Now, uh, I have been on both side of the appraisal system. So uh, I have also been an employee where I have attended my own appraisal meeting with my managers. Okay, and I understand from that point of view how the appraisal meeting goes and how does the manager appraise you, how does he tell you about things that you are good in, things that you need to improve upon, and how did how much income or how much raise did you get for a particular appraisal period. And I have been a manager myself where I had uh, done an appraisal of at least 30 to 40 engineers within my own team, where I have worked uh, with my boss to come up with this entire curve and decide who are the top players within my team, who are the B players and who are the C players. So I can talk about this system from both sides of the coin. Now, let us look at the two important factors that determines your salary raise or your salary increase. Okay? The first factor is called your potential. What are you capable of? Now, even if you are a fresher within the company, there is certain level of capabilities which come from the education you have had. Let's say you are an engineer and you have done really good engineering, you have got really good marks, you worked really hard on your engineering, you know your subjects. Um, uh, let's talk about software engineers. So, you know some really good programming languages, you are capable of building software programs. Okay, so that is your potential, that you are capable of doing what your resume is showing. You're capable of doing something that the company needs from you. Okay, so that is your potential. The second factor is your performance. Okay, so your potential comes even before you join the company, whereas performance comes after you join the company. After you join the company, how do you perform on each project? Let us say you are given certain tasks throughout your project. Okay, uh, how do you perform these tasks? Are you performing this task with high energy? Are you doing what you say you are going to do? Are you completing your task? All this will lead to your performance. Okay, so these two factors is what will give you a salary increase. When your manager starts looking at his team and deciding who are my A players, my B players, and my C players, okay, because the A players, he's going to give the maximum raise. Okay, whatever his budget, he will get a certain budget. Let's say a manager is managing 10 people. Okay, he will get the budget from his company, that this is the budget for your 10 people, and you distribute this budget across all the 10 people. So some people, 20% of people, so two people he is going to give really high raise. To 70% of the rest of the team, or seven people within that 10 people team, he is going to give an average raise. Some will get more, some will get less. But then there is the bottom 10% who may not even get a raise. Okay, so that budget will decide, your manager will decide this. But what will he look at? He will look at these two factors. He will look at your potential. So what are your capabilities? How does he think that you are going to perform in the future? That is very important, and he is going to make these assumptions from your experience to that point plus your performance. And the second factor he's going to look at is your performance. How did you perform in the team? Okay, where you did you do your task really diligently? Did you complete everything that was given to you? Okay, were there any problems with the team members? Did you really behave properly within the team? All these factors get all these factors are added to your performance. So your manager is going to see your potential, and your manager is going to see your performance. If you have a high performance and a high potential, then you are an A player, you are going to get a real good salary raise. If you are an average performer, or you have an average potential, whatever is a factor, then you are a B player and you are going to get an average salary raise. If you are a C player, if you did not perform well and now it does not seem that you have a potential for performing, then you are going to get, or you are not going to get, any salary raise. So within the same company, you can easily get a salary raise if you understand just these two factors. Okay, what is your potential and how do you perform? Now I will give you a very simple way to improve both, improve your potential as well as improve your performance. So first let us look at your potential. Your potential is the knowledge that you already have. Okay, when you are a fresher, this knowledge is demonstrated by whatever you know. Okay, when you have applied for the job. Okay, so it's from the interview process they have analyzed you, it's from your marks they have analyzed you, it's from having a discussion with the manager they have analyzed you. So they have made up some analysis about the potential you have. Okay, now to increase your potential, what you have to do is you have to get into a constant learning mode. Let us say you are a software engineer and you are a very good software engineer who knows .NET, C Sharp .NET really well. Okay, now you get on the job and you find out that okay, you know C Sharp .NET well, but there are things within C Sharp .NET which you do not know. So what you do is you start improving your knowledge of C Sharp .NET to a level, even if you spend just 1 hour every day on learning C Sharp more and more, what is going to happen is that within a short period of time, about 3 months to 6 months, you will be able to master C Sharp .NET to an extent that any challenge is given to you where you have to use C Sharp .NET, you will be able to use C Sharp .NET to satisfy that challenge. Now that is enhancing your potential in the basic skills that you have, which your company needs. But there are other skills. You can improve your potential in your communication. You can improve your potential in managing your project. You can improve your potential in managing your time. So within all the skills and talents that you have, you can increase your potential by focusing on one area and then devoting time and energy to improve that particular area. Okay, so you have to understand that potential means that the knowledge you already have. Now let us look at the second factor, which is performance. Now, performance is like getting onto the field. Performance is when you actually use your knowledge to do the work that you are required to do. And this is very, very, very tricky. You might be the best programmer in the world, but when it is required to build an application, if you are not really able to build an application to a satisfactory level, then you will not be called as a good performer. So, what you need to do is you need to use your knowledge to show your performance, to execute the project that you have in hand. Okay, whatever that project is. For a software engineer, the project might be building a software application. So it is not just important that you write a few lines of code. It is important that the application is working to the satisfaction of the client for which you are building this application. It is very important that the application is working in the same way that the client needs it. So, performance, when you talk about performance, it is all about execution, or it is about completing the task that are given to you. Okay. The other factors in performance are how do you work in a team. Please understand that within a company, everybody is a team player. You cannot be just an individual player. You can be the best programmer, but it won't be useful if you are not able to work within the team. So again, your performance will be judged on how good are you a team player? Are you able to work with the team? Are you able to collectively get this project to its logical conclusion? Okay, how are you? The other factor of performance is that how do you handle your boss? How do you work with your manager? One thing that everyone forgets is that every appraisal is in hands of your boss. If you go behind his back and you gossip about him, if you complain about him, please understand that somehow or the other, that particular whatever you have said about your boss is going to travel to his ears. How that happens, we don't know, but it is going to happen. So it is better to have a really good relation with your boss. And here I'm talking about the professional relation. Here I'm talking about when the boss has certain goals to achieve, how can you be a part in achieving those goals? That is very important. I see a lot of engineers who complain a lot about their boss. And I don't say that every bosses are good, but then this is the same boss who's going to give you an appraisal. So then you have to have the cordial relations with your boss. This is a very important part of your second factor, which is performance. So, in this way, you can enhance your potential by keeping a learning curve, by constantly learning things within the same area that you are working on. For example, let's say you started working on artificial intelligence projects. So you start improving your knowledge about artificial intelligence to such an extent that maybe in the first month you know little bit about artificial intelligence and you are doing a very small project, but as the time goes by, within a year you are almost considered as an expert. Within 3 years you are undoubtedly an expert. So you enhance your skills, whatever are your skills, that will become your potential, and that will not just help you in the company which you are currently working in, but it will help you in any company that you are going to apply in the future. And then the second factor is your performance. keep your performance, keep your scorecard in such a way that you measure your performance and you make sure that every time you are delivering something, it is to the best quality, it is within the right time that you are supposed to deliver. If you can do these two things, if you can improve your potential and if you can improve your performance, you will certainly start being looked at as an A player within the company. And when you become an A player within your company, your salary is going to increase many-fold. I have seen salary raises up to 100% and sometimes up to 200% within my own company. And that did not just happen on a fluke, it happened for the people who are doing the best possible work. And when the companies understood their potential, the company immediately raised the stakes and company immediately gave them the raise that they had never imagined they would get. So I hope that you are able to use this information for increase in your salary in any company, in any industry that you are in. And I hope that you constantly focus on these two factors. You focus on your potential and you focus on your performance, and the world will beat a path to your door. You will not have to go out and ask for a job again. You will never have to go out and ask for a raise again. Hope this helps you. Please, if you like this video, then press the like button. Subscribe to this channel so that whenever I release a new video, you will get the first notification. Share this video with your friends and colleagues, because when you do that, you're going to help them in their journey of success. And if you have not watched my earlier videos, then I would like you to go back and watch my earlier videos. Thank you for watching this video from bottom of my heart. Stay focused, stay rich, and keep coming back for more.